The glitz and glamour of Hollywood converged at the TCL Chinese Theater for the highly anticipated premiere of Stranger Things Season 5, where Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour stole the spotlight not just with their on-screen legacies, but with an off-screen display of camaraderie that left onlookers, and experts, intrigued. Millie, the 21-year-old powerhouse who has embodied the telekinetic 11 for a decade, couldn't contain her enthusiasm as she spoke to Extra about reuniting with her co-star David, the 50-year-old veteran who brings paternal grit to the role of Jim Hopper Jr. "It's amazing," she beamed, her voice laced with genuine warmth. "We are so lucky to have each other." Elaborating further, Millie reflected on the profound imprint the series has left on their lives, calling it "the last 10 years of our lives," a chapter they're both eager to see unfold on screen for fans worldwide. Despite swirling rumors of past tensions, the duo presented a picture of seamless unity on the red carpet, their smiles broad and unforced as they posed for photos that captured a bond forged in the fires of long shoots, late-night rewrites, and the eerie upside down. Millie turned heads in a sheer dress that played with transparency and texture, a daring choice that echoed Eleven's evolution from vulnerable child to fierce warrior, ethereal yet unbreakable. David, in contrast, channeled classic Hollywood with a sharp pinstripe suit, the tailored lines accentuating his imposing frame while softening with a tie that hinted at Hopper's rugged charm. Together, they were a visual metaphor for the show's blend of nostalgia and innovation, her youthful audacity beside his seasoned gravitas. Yet, it was their interactions that truly ignited conversation, drawing the keen eye of body language expert Judy James, whose analysis painted their exchanges as a delightful excess of affection. Observing their repeated bursts of laughter, Millie's eyes squeezing shut in helpless mirth, her hand instinctively flying to her ribs as if to steady the giggles, James described the scene as overkill, in the most endearing sense. It was as if the pair, long separated by the demands of individual projects, were making up for lost time in exaggerated, joyful overdrive. "She suggests she is helpless with laughter," James noted, pointing to the unguarded openness of Millie's posture, a far cry from scripted poses. David, too, mirrored the energy, his chuckles deep and resonant, creating a feedback loop of delight that rippled through the crowd. James's breakdown went deeper, highlighting how these moments signaled unbridled happiness and mutual delight, with no undercurrents of strain marring the authenticity. Their proximity, shoulders brushing, heads tilting in conspiratorial whispers, spoke of comfort earned over years of shared triumphs and trials. In an industry rife with feigned familiarity, this felt refreshingly real. Two artists reveling in the culmination of a project that redefined their careers. The expert's verdict? A resounding affirmation of reconciliation, where laughter serves as the ultimate balm, washing away any shadows of discord. Of course, this effusive reunion arrives against a backdrop of recent revelations that added layers of complexity to their dynamic. Just last week, reports surfaced detailing a complaint Millie had lodged against David prior to the grueling production of Season 5 in early 2024. The allegations, spanning pages of meticulous documentation, centered on claims of bullying and harassment, though crucially, they stopped short of any insinuations of sexual impropriety. The investigation that followed stretched over months, a thorough process that underscored the production team's commitment to accountability. Sources close to the matter described the exchanges as intense, born perhaps from the high-stakes pressure of wrapping a beloved series, where creative clashes can blur into personal friction. Millie, by all accounts, navigated the set with added support during this period, accompanied by a representative to ensure her voice was heard and her well-being prioritized. It's a stark reminder of the evolving landscape of workplace dynamics in entertainment, where young stars like Millie, now a mother, entrepreneur, and global ambassador, demand and deserve environments that foster growth rather than grind. Executive producer Sean Levy addressed the elephant in the room with measured candor, emphasizing the ethos that guided their final season. "You have to create a respectful workplace where everyone feels comfortable and safe. So we did everything to build that environment, and we're proud of the fact that we did so." His words, delivered with quiet conviction, paint a picture of a team that turned challenges into catalysts for stronger protocols, ensuring the magic of Stranger Things wasn't dimmed by real-world hurdles. On this premiere night, however, the focus shifted triumphantly to celebration, with Millie and David's rapport serving as the evening's emotional anchor. Their laughter wasn't performative, it was cathartic, a release after the weight of rumors and the marathon of filming. Stranger Things, from its humble 2016 debut, has been more than a show. It's a cultural juggernaut, blending 1980s nostalgia with heart-pounding horror and themes of found family that resonate across generations. For Millie, It was a launch pad, from a shaved head 11 uttering her first "Friends Don't Lie," to a multifaceted icon starring in Enola Holmes and Damsel. Her journey mirrors the character's arc of self-discovery and empowerment. David, with his Black Widow gravitas and Hellboy heft, brought Hopper to life as the flawed yet fiercely protective dad, his post-season 3 prison breakout a fan-favorite pivot that deepened the lore. The red carpet buzz extended beyond their duo, as the full cast assembled like a reunion of Hawkins High alumni: Winona Ryder's knowing glances, Finn Wolfhard's easy grins, Sadie Sink's poised elegance, all underscoring the familial tapestry woven over 5 seasons. Yet, Millie and David's spotlight moment lingered, their overkill joy a microcosm of the show's spirit, resilient, ridiculous, and relentlessly human. James's analysis, while labeling it excessive, ultimately celebrated the nuance, how true connections manifest in unpolished exuberance, free from the polish of PR scripts. As the night progressed into screenings and after-parties, one couldn't ignore the poignant undercurrent. This is goodbye. Season 5, the swan song envisioned by the Duffer Brothers from day one, promises epic closures: Vecna's final stand, Eleven's ultimate reckoning, and Hopper's redemptive roar. For Millie, it's closure on a decade that shaped her. From child actor to poised parent, she and husband Jake Bon Jovi welcomed a daughter in August, a secret kept until the premiere's glow. For David, it's a capstone to a career of reinvention, his recent personal upheavals, a split from Lily Allen, amid whispers of infidelity tied to her new album, fading against this professional high. In the end, their premiere embrace, literal and figurative, transcends scandal. It's a narrative of forgiveness, or at least forward momentum, where laughter heals what words sometimes wound. Body language, as James astutely observes, doesn't lie, it amplifies. And in that amplified delight, Millie and David reminded everyone why Stranger Things endures.